I can't seem to find it. We have a celebrity in the chat saying hello, so I thought I'd bring it to your attention.
Who the hell is this?
This is one rattlesnake on Louis J. Gomez.
Really?
Is in the chat.
Is
Electra,
it the real rattlesnake?
I did check it, and it is, unless there's another one with
Oh, should we talk about him? Should we talk about him first then?
I think we move it up. All right.
You know? Well, then, since the great Louis J. Gomez is here, I want to talk about... Actually, if that is the real Louis J. Gomez, I wanted to invite him on because he had an interesting take on the Dabbleverse. He's talked about this several times now because he's friendly with... He's had like Shuley and Anthony Zenhauser and Ray DeVito and some of these people on his show. So he talks about how much he doesn't care for the Dabbleverse. And I would like to discuss that with him because I get part of where he's coming from. I don't really agree with him overall. And I think there's some, like, you could easily dispute it with the stuff that he talks about, whether it was on Real Ass Podcast or Legion of Skanks or any of that stuff. So I would like to have that conversation with him. I know he's a very busy guy, but if he has the time. But something I found interesting this week was Kevin Brennan's response to it. That was so fake. The idea that Kevin Brennan is a tough guy. He's a frail, scared, 60-something-year-old man. The idea that he's screaming at Louis J. Gomez was so hysterical to me. So I thought we should give that some attention as well. I know we're really gay for doing it, Louis, but look who's watching, bitch. And by the way, Louis, will you tell people I'm the blind Mike that was here first? Because everyone finds these videos and says, oh, you're copying gay blind Mike? No, I was first, goddammit.
Mm-hmm. This first one is called Louis versus Kevin.
Yeah, so Louis was on, I think, Twitch or something. I think he was just hanging, playing video games or something, and someone brought this up, so he's talking about it in his comments. And for some reason, this caught Kevin Brennan's attention, and he was talking about it the other day.
I'm not a fucking fan of other men. I'm not covering other podcasters. It's the gayest shit on earth. I'm not a fanboy of other fucking men's works.
I would say I really don't think it's different than this. This is why I'd like to talk to Louis about it. Like Louis did an MMA podcast where they cover fighters. But even like Legion of Skanks and Real Ass Podcast, Louis and Zach, those shows talked about like they would take videos from the internet and play those. If there was comic drama happening, they would weigh in on that. Like I get those guys, they're friends, so maybe it's different to him in his mind. But like they are interested in some of the drama aspects, and this is just our sports. You know what I mean? Like to me, it's as interesting or now probably more interesting than a lot of shit happening in sports or politics or anything like that. So I enjoy talking about it. I think maybe Louis is talking about the channels that are specifically like, there's nothing you can do correctly. You know what I mean? Like it's just a guy, it's an edited video with a guy going, Joe Rogan is at it again. Like there's nothing you can do to win favor. So maybe he's talking about the shows that like claim to hate all these people, yet all they do is consume their content. And that's where I kind of get his point. But to me, talking about comedy and podcasters and other men is no different than talking about politics or what's in the news or any of that other shit. Like this is the news that we care about. If it's your life and you're more in that world, I can see being like, why would anyone give a shit if Anthony Jeselnik called out Tony Hinchcliffe or whatever? But to us, it's interesting.
Yeah, and Louis is responding in the chat, Mike. He says, LOL, sorry, blind Mike. You're the only one I respect.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Louis. We had a comment once that was like, hey, man, it's really lame. You're talking about Louis and these guys. You steal gay blind Mike's name. And I just responded, oh, actually, I worked at Barstool Sports in 2015, and I sent him a link to Portnoy giving me that name. And the guy goes, still pretty gay, though.
No, jeez.
Damn it. You win with these.
Louis also says, and I stopped because it was gay.
Okay, that's interesting. No, but like, you see what I mean, though? He'll still talk news, or like they talked about Anthony Jeselnik when he was going off on them and Rogan and all those people because it's interesting. Again, it's closer to their world, so it makes more sense that they're talking about it probably. I just don't think it's gay that we like this stuff because I think it's what makes. I go to Skankfest every year, as Lewis knows. I think it's what makes shit like that run. I don't think they have as big a fan base if people didn't care this much to break down some of the gay drama around these worlds. Like, I do think it's interesting. And even like dumb stuff like Bobby walking off the regs for the dunking moose. Like, even though that's a bit and he wasn't really pissed, it is interesting to talk about and comment about. And I think that's what gives a lot of those shows the popularity that they have.
That's his whole brand.
Okay. This is where an asshole interjects. What the fuck are you talking about? Let's hear from Kevin.
Pink Asshole says what? There we go.
Yeah.
That's his whole brand. He come over to my thing and let's hang out. He wants to have sex at Big J Okerson. Like, he laughs at everything. He's not even wearing a top.
Why?
So
I'm not in this business of calling everything gay, but if we're ranking gayest, isn't it far and away the gayest to call a men's shirt a top? He's not even wearing a blouse. Why would you refer to it as a top?
I don't. That's a weird. But this is a man that rides around his town with a bicycle helmet on, Mike, with a turtleneck.
What you're watching here, though, like, regardless of what Lewis thinks, you're watching, and regardless of what Kevin thinks, you're watching a failure in comedy talk about a guy who's very successful and who runs a good festival and who has multiple successful podcasts, and you're watching a man who... Kevin is the reason that the Dabbleverse, or whatever you want to call it, has this reputation. Guys like Kevin and Gino Bisconti, these completely, I can't say untalented because I think Kevin was a good stand-up, but these people that have just relied on sitting in front of a camera and going, oh, Louis J. Gomez sucks. Neil Brennan's an asshole. Carl is gay. Stuttering John's an idiot. Like, when you do actually no work and just rely on these base level insults and you have this handful of people that give you money, I think that is what Lewis and people like him think of when they think of this kind of show. Like, I think there are shows like WATP or this one or others that actually put work into their show and try to make it interesting and build a world around it and all that kind of stuff. To me, those shows are no different than any other. It's just, this happens to be what we like to talk about. But guys like Kevin do give it a bad name, and I get where that comes from, because this is the laziest, there's nothing behind it kind of rant that I've ever heard in my life. Listen to where Kevin takes this. Spoiler alert, he's going to get tough with Lewis, which is
a new way
a good idea.
Not
to
smart.
do it. Have no top.
That's 70s, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Lewis,
like
how can you call us gay? We go after each other's tops.
We have a guy named Clearwater Chad. Come on.
We get catty about each other's outfits. What's gay about this? I don't get where you're coming from, Lewis. It's ridiculous.
We have a chain-smoking Minnesotan DJ. I mean, what's gay about that? That's not gay at all.
It is not a great... Lewis, I apologize. It's not a great representation for Lewis to be like,
No, it is.
all these guys are gay, and the first response he gets is, look at this guy's top. I mean, come on.
So out of season.
Ooh, meow, Kevin.
he thinks he's what's the guy on Penthouse?
Hugh Hefner? No,
Guccione.
Bob Guccione. Yeah.
Yeah, he never had a top on. But now he's not a fan of other people's podcasts. I mean, this guy's a fucking clown. What's his name again?
Nice. Nice. Really roasted him. What's his name again? A guy who's miles more successful than Kevin is now. Like, it's not close. And Kevin will do this thing where he gets all worked up. Ooh, he's angry. What a fresh emotion for Kevin to exude. He's going to get all pissy and be like, Lewis hasn't accomplished anything that I've accomplished. He's going to yell it, and that'll make it really interesting. But, like, the idea that Kevin Brennan is now in the same stratosphere as Lewis is ridiculous. Like, Kevin Brennan's become a name that comedians laugh at. Like, I believe the guy that Mark Normand was talking about when he's like, this guy's an ant. Like, it just doesn't matter. I believe that was Kevin Brennan. And that's how people view this guy. And the reason I believe it, Kevin, is because that's what you've done to yourself. Like, you got a little you bashed your brother on Opie and Jim, and people liked that. And you said, well, then maybe that's the only thing I'll ever do ever even if it's fake and it's not really what I feel. So I'll make Chad Zumach fucking fight Ray DeVito just for these worthless things. That I do get is gay, Lewis. So I'm with you on that one at least.
Real quick super chat, Mike. I know we don't cut in here like this, but Lewis sends a super chat, 1999. You're doing great work, BM.
That can't be the real Lewis J. Gomez. He would
It's
never
100%.
You would never say such a thing to me. But thank you, Lewis. If that is you, or whoever that is, I appreciate it.
It's him. But also, goddamn, let's get your confidence up, man. You are amazing.
It just doesn't seem like something he'd say, especially calling me BM. But
Well, bowel movement, maybe. Also, here, this one's called friendship.
oh yeah, so friendship is gay. Everything's gay.
No,
Doing
watch-
podcasts are gay. Having friends are gay. Wearing a top is gay. It's all terribly gay.
This is called growing up. Everything turns gay, and you just want to sit in a chair. I agree with you, Lewis.
Other men's podcasts and react to their podcasts.
He does. He loves other men.
Ooh.
I'm not saying he loves them physically, but he loves other podcasters. Tim
Hold on,
Dillon
wait,
and-
whoa. The only way that's a burn, I guess, is if he's calling him, hey, you love shoving your prick in other men's assholes. I gotcha. You're gay. You're a homo. Nailed him. But Kevin's saying, no. I'm not saying he does gay acts. I'm just saying he has friends that he cares about. That's how fucking removed Kevin is from society, that he's like, I'm going to roast this motherfucker. You have friends and family that you think highly of.
Yeah, that is not Kevin Brennan's game.
Yeah, I'm not saying he loves other men sexually, but I mean, this guy, he loves his son. That's gay, right?
If I could pick one Thanksgiving dinner to go to other than my own, it would be the Brennan family Thanksgiving and just hear them talk shit about Kevin for 3 hours. The whole
There's
family.
no way
It would
they
be
all
amazing.
get together anymore, right? If you have a
Just
family
to
that big?
roast Kevin while he's not there. That's it.
Nate, Joe Rogan, name the names. He's in love with these guys. He wants to be with them 24/7. He loves other podcasters more than he loves the women he fucks. He fucks like every open micer.
Yeah, like, so you're saying he likes his friends more than one night stands? That's kind of how
Those
it should.
before hoes.
That's the hierarchy. That's how it should be, right?
Sounds good to me.
If it was his wife, I guess it would be a little odd. But just some lady he fucked, he cares about Big J, his business partner and longtime friend more. Yeah, I would assume. And while Louis J. Gomez is here, Casey Day, you can admit now you lied about getting Big J on the show, right? That was just a hoax you pulled over my
Nope.
eyes.
No, I didn't lie. I
Then where is
contacted
he?
People. They said we're going to have to circle back. And the thing
All
you don't do, Lewis, is annoy these people, right? I just said, okay, when you guys have time.
All right. Well, Louis and Jay will be on the show probably next week. So stay tuned for that.
Craig will do it. Craig will book it.
And then he's like, next. But his podcast pals, he rides and dies with them. I mean,
Wow,
it's
what an
unbelievable. But now he's like, I'm not like that. He's more like that than anybody. That's why I built this little tree for it.
Kevin has just changed the. He's like, you believe this guy? He's saying the show I do is gay. He has loyalty and respect for his friends and colleagues. I mean, what a piece of shit this guy is, right, everyone?
Mm-hmm.
But we haven't gotten to what you're about to see is the fakest outrage of all time.
I guess digital, so they could all come to his house and get high with him, maybe, and then that way they can bond. I had one comic in my house one time. His name was Barry Ribs. I learned my lesson.
Wow, that's really cool, Kevin. Be more like me. I have no friends. I've been in the business for 35 years, and I've built no relationships. Why are you listing that as a credential, Kevin? It's not impressive.
It's almost as impressive as running something as awesome as Legion. I mean, really, like to have no one.
He runs a comedy festival. I've turned everyone off for 40 years. No one can stand me anymore.
It's amazing. Lewis says, I'll come on your show, just your show, though. And so he is saying, fuck all those other shows. And I agree, Lewis.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Lewis. I appreciate that.
Now we get to the tough guy Brennan.
Okay, this is Lewis. If you're still here, I thanks for watching, and I want to say that while you're still here because you're about to run away terrified.
Yes.
This is, it's so scary what Kevin's about to do here. Look out, Lou.
You feel that sweat on your brow, Lewis? Oh, here it comes.
Time to fucking respond to your fucking. Did you see Anthony Cumia and fucking Kevin Brennan? They're fucking going at it now. Gino's in there, but
Shut the fuck. Keep my name out of your motherfucking mouth.
Ooh. Are you shivering, Lewis? This is a frail old man who's pretending. I listen. I don't know how good Lewis is at fighting, but he's 20 years younger and trains jujitsu. I don't know how terrified he's going to be of this elderly man going, "Keep my name out of your mouth. You're gay. Your top is gay. Your friends are gay." What are you going to do? Beat him up, Kevin? This is so scary.
I've seen Kevin be like, not attacked, but people have been aggressed upon him. And the way he reacts is not indicative
Watch
of
the
this
Jimmy
sort of-
Martinez video. See what a tough guy. But again, I'd react the same. We're not tough guys, Kevin. What the fuck are you doing?
No.
Clearwater Chad, is your son around? Please cover his ears.
All right.
Watch your fucking mouth.
Or what? Or I'll be really
Shut
mean
up.
to you on my podcast. I'll say you're gay and you have a lot of friends and mean stuff like that. By the way, a guy with that voice and inflection calling other people gay is in itself ironic.
Maybe that's the joke. Maybe there's a bigger joke here that we're missing.
Kevin has the gayest lilt to his voice. And for him to flamboyantly scream how gay Lewis is also very funny to me. But what is this fake tough guy? Kevin does this thing where he like calls people bitches and he says, "Keep my name out of your fucking mouth." I mean, that is the fakest. Are there like 15 stories about people putting Kevin Brennan in a chokehold at the Comedy Cellar? Like Gary Gulman slammed him up against the wall. I think Bobby Kelly got in his face. There's a bunch of instances where people made this guy run terrified.
I think it's how you get past. You got to beat Kevin Brennan up, and then, you're in.
I think it's why
See you
Kevin
Saturday
stops
night.
going there. He's afraid. So why are you doing this tough guy thing of keep my name out of your mouth? Or what?
Nothing.
up. The fuck up.
Shut up. He says shut up like all those hacks do. Voss,
Oh, hold on. I want to get to
Bob-
this because it's a point that makes no sense. But what Lewis is saying is like basically part of Kevin's show where he didn't even shit on Kevin Brennan. This whole keep my name out of your mouth thing. He's actually making fun of Shuley and me and other people where he's like, Lewis is basically saying it's really gay to be like, hey, Gino and Kevin Brennan are going at it. Like, who gives a fuck? Now, I guess the point he's making there is an insult in a way because he's saying Gino and Kevin are hacks that have not gone anywhere in the business. Who cares if they're mad? Who cares if they're mad at each other? So I guess it is an insult to Kevin in some respect. But I think Lewis's greater point is like it's just the same tread upon shit over and over again, which I do to a degree get. Kevin says that shit about these other people all the time, but he's taking it personally now because his name gets mentioned, but he's not even hearing how his name gets mentioned. It's the fakest thing, and it's sad to see what Kevin has been reduced to because he used to be kind of good at this. I'm not the biggest Kevin Brennan fan, even at his peak, if you want to call it that. But like, you know, there used to be some degree of, oh shit, did you see Kevin Brennan fought with Dave Landau and it almost got physical or something? Now it's just boring. It's like, oh yeah, you're gonna fight Lewis? Yeah, come to Skankfest, Kevin, and fight Lewis. I'm sure that'll happen.
He's not going to Skankfest.
Bobby Kelly, Patrice, they all say shut up the same
Oh,
way.
go
Shut
back.
up.
I'm sorry. Go back a little bit. This is the most ridiculous, nitpicky thing. He's criticizing Lewis for saying the words "shut up" because, like, Jim Norton says "shut up." I don't get it. It's not their catchphrase. It's not their hamburger or "shucky ducky quack quack." They're not selling "shut up" T-shirts like Larry the Cable Guy. It's a common expression.
Shut up. The fuck up.
Shut up. He says shut up like all those hacks do. Voss, Bobby Kelly, Patrice, they all say shut up the
Yeah,
same
Patrice.
way.
Yeah,
Shut up.
that's good.
That's
Those
fucking
hacks like
hilarious.
Rich Voss and Patrice O'Neill, a hack.
Yeah, they all say, "Hey, fuck you, Brennan," too. Every one of them. They all say, "Shut up" and "fuck you, Brennan." Of course, they all say, "Shut up" to you, Kevin.
Can someone put a compilation together of every time Kevin has said "shut up"? It's just it's a phrase everyone uses. It's not unique. What are you talking about? It's such a weird play because he has literally nothing. He wants to shit on Lewis, but he has literally nothing to go on. So he's look at this guy. He wears a top and he says, "Shut up." Can you believe what a clown this guy is?
He's got nothing.
Shut up. They all learn it at Opie and Anthony or Opie and Anthony summer school. I don't know where they learn how to. They all try to act tough.
I learned it probably in second grade. I think. I think it was I don't think I had to listen to Opie and Anthony's show to be like, "What is shut up?" They're saying. Oh, and they kind of mean it as like an insult. They're telling this guy to keep his mouth shut. Oh, that's interesting. I like that.
Shut up. I can't even do it.
You just did it. You did fine, Kevin. You're putting one foot in front of the other there. You did it, buddy.
Who's gayer is the next one, Mike.
Oh, good. I was worried we were done calling people gay. It's such a terrible insult in 2025. Ah, they called me gay.
I need a GoFundMe for that.
It's the gayest shit on the fucking planet.
Gayer than talking politics like Dave Smith does every fucking show?
Got his ass! Oh, Dave, I hope you can wipe your tears with the checks you're cashing, my friend, because talking politics is gay. That's right. I know it's made you a millionaire now, but it's pretty gay, man. So, and Kevin Brennan thinks so. So that's how you know it's really, that is going to cripple Dave Smith. I don't know how he's going to recover from that the next time he's on podcasts with 13 million downloads an episode.
Well, the good thing is Clearwater Chad is nodding approvingly. So Kevin's right. At least.
Oh, I was hoping Clearwater Chad would weigh in. Good.
Yeah.
Gayer than
you know what? I'm with Lewis. It is all gay. He was right. I was wrong.
Lewis, I am telling, if you watch this guy in the middle, he's a DJ, and he's amazing. From Minnesota. It's like
Clearwater
Fargo.
Chad?
Karmic X is his name.
I don't know.
Sent you a video of his once. He has replaced John, in my view, as like the weirdest person that's ever entered these Dabbleverses. And so, yes, but very gay. Very gay. Oh, so gay.
Gayer than going on the Joe Rogan show and talking about the Ukraine? Is there anything gayer than talking politics on a podcast? This guy's a fucking clown.
I mean, like sex with a guy, I guess, would be gayer than talking about the Ukraine. I don't know. Like, what is this measuring contest that they're doing?
Mike, I'm an alien from a new planet here. This gay thing must be real bad. It must be horrible, horrifying. Is it like a disease or something? My God.
It's gay. Dave is gay. Lewis, look out. Your podcast partner is gay.
Oh, no.
The gayest shit on the fucking planet.
Gayer than Dave Smith. Gayer than Big J. Okerson having
I like
pink
the
nail
insult.
polish.
Like if you were coming after me, and you were like, "Oh, so you think Craig is cool? You think Casey Day is cool?" Like, no, not really. I don't know.
Hey,
They're nice enough guys, but I don't think they're cool. You know, like who gives a shit? What he's attacking Lewis on the grounds. He has literally nothing to say about Lewis. So he's like, "Oh yeah, Dave talks politics."
Mm-hmm.
It's made him a fucking millionaire. Everywhere I go, I see Dave Smith's on fucking Piers Morgan and Joe Rogan and CNN, and Dave Smith is everywhere. I don't think he's worried about how gay he looks for talking about Israel and the Ukraine.
Lewis checking in again, saying he is right about Big J though. Kevin Brennan.
Well, the finger paint is a little gay. The fingernail polish is slightly gay. I'll give him.
No, see, my theory is a guitar player, and it helps him see the strings at night. That's what we used to tell people.
I don't think that's it.
That's what we told the ladies.
That's a reach.
He has pink nail polish.
He's got him there. All right, everyone's weighing in on the nail polish. That's tough to defend. Jay, I'm sorry, but they've got you dead to rights there. It is
no, man, that's peacocking. I love it. That gets those. That pink gets some pussy. I'm telling you. There we go. All right, we got money now.
Oh, so they're getting into another dick measuring contest. Who makes more money? You think it's Kevin or Lewis? Spoiler alert, it's the guy who actually works. It's the guy who runs a comedy festival and has successful podcasts and is putting a book out and a coffee brand. It's that guy. But we'll see what Kevin thinks about it.
What does
All
that
wanna be
say?
Red bars. That's actually the truth. All of those fucking guys, the fucking Kevin Brennans of the world. and the
I like to
fucking-
think I'm a variation on what Red Bar did and put my own twist on it, but he's got a point.
I don't see no cartoons on Red Bar. We got you there, Mike.
Sure, yeah. That's much cooler that we do that.
Yes, cool.
that whole subsect.
Subset. And now he's doing it.
Kevin is so bad at this. He just yells words. He's like a dementia
Mike.
patient. Subset! Why does that get you angry, Kevin? You don't think that comes off as phony at all? Subset! Why would that word has never gotten emotion out of anyone until the word subset has never triggered anyone into a screaming fit until Kevin Brennan. Why would that subset? Why would that get that reaction out of him? But he has literally nothing to go on. And it shows how bad Kevin is at this. And I hope it proves to Lewis there is a skill set to just playing clips and reacting to them. Some are gayer than others is the point I'm getting. If we're all gay, there's at least a spectrum of gay where there are some people that are good at it and some people that are incredibly lazy, like Kevin.
We're tops, Lewis. And Kevin's about him. That's how this works.
Subset!
Now he's doing it. Remember when Gino used to be like these YouTubers? Now Gino's live right now for 8 people. Big Louis J. Gomez made $57 yesterday?
Uh-oh.
Pretty good for his first time out.
Yeah.
But now he's like, those people that do that, right? They won't let me back in Gas Digital now. Oh no! I won't get the riff with Dave Smith. Oh no!
Lewis does
Good guy.
Lewis does 3 podcasts that like 100,000 views is a light week for them on YouTube. Like I think he's doing okay. This idea that Kevin's getting into weighing money with him. I don't know what he's referring to. Lewis made $57. Maybe he means on the stream he was on. Which, if that's the case, why is Kevin counting? You want to measure gayness. It's really gay to count another man's money. To be like,
Might be the
Lewis
gayest
made Lewis made this much. Lewis made $57. I made $183. So I'm way cooler. But the idea, like Lewis actually goes out on the road and does shows and has successful podcasts. Kevin's podcasts are deleted minutes after he does them. Kevin relies on 15 people to give him $400 an episode or whatever it is. And he counts that as like some great success. All of these other people are out creating things. So it's hard for me to argue. I would love to argue this topic with Louis J. Gomez because I think I make some decent points. But then when I watch Kevin Brennan, I'm like, fuck. Well, I'm just thinking if Lewis's counsel brings video of Kevin Brennan to the courtroom, I'll be wiping my papers off my desk. Damn it! Who allowed this in evidence?
Go to blindmike.net for everything Blind Mike. Look at me. I did it. Kragers did it.